Pisces, welcome to your end of March 2018 general tarot reading. It's Rena here, and happy birthday to those of you who are born at the tail end of the sign of Pisces. You are having your solar return at the same time that there is a new moon on the 17th of March, St. Patrick's Day. So that's pretty cool because in addition to just having a birthday, which is a new beginning in and of itself, you have the actual new moon in your sign conjuncting your sun, or your rising sign, I guess. So depending on who's watching. So anyway, as you can see, I laid out the cards because I had to start over again. And before I continue, I'm just going to put in my power supply here. So, okay. So the heart of the matter is the Ten of Pentacles. There may be some kind of inheritance issues that are on your mind at this time. The Ten of Pentacles can be family money. It can also be a family business. So if you are being asked to help out with a family business, this may or may not be something you want to do. You maybe you've been doing it for a long time and you want to break free from it. But anyway, that may be in your mind. It could also be somebody who's an earth sign. I would say particularly a Capricorn, because the number 10 connects to the 10th house. You know, I think of the 10th house in astrology, which is Capricorn's house. Pentacles are earth, so the other earth signs are Taurus and Virgo. And you may be dealing with somebody of that sign. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but that person may be playing a big part in your life at this time. And if you're getting divorced, because I do have the Judgment card down here, I don't know if I can, I'm going to have to just hold it up because I don't want to move my tripod too much. But for some of you, you may be getting divorced and money issues are coming up. That Ten of Pentacles can be the money that you have earned with your soon-to-be ex, and the courts are kind of divvying it up, and maybe you're fighting over it in some cases. Because the Mercury retrograde is activated officially on March 22nd, any kind of document that you sign, if you must sign it for the next few weeks until mid-April, you may have to really look at it very carefully to make sure that you get what's coming to you in a positive way, and also so you don't have to do anything over again, because that can happen. That's why it is advised not to sign documents during Mercury retrograde, because Mercury relates to documents. And so that can be problematic. However, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And so that could be going on. Now, what crosses you is the Page of Swords. And this is a card of, in the upright position, this is a card of being very vigilant and kind of researching things and making sure that you know what's going on. So, like for instance, if you're dating somebody that is an earth sign or has a strong earthy temperament, and something about them doesn't add up, you are able to like make sure that you're not being lied to. And that may be the right thing to do when the Page of Swords is upright. In the reversed position, it can indicate an immature attitude where possibly you or the other person is behaving in a way that is very insecure and even paranoid, like someone who takes offense at everything and creates problems. So if this is because of anything to do with like a divorce, it could just indicate that the other person is acting out, or that perhaps you, if you're with somebody that's a Capricorn or an Earth sign, that you're behaving in a way that is snarky, you know, things like that. So you would have to watch out for that yourself if you identify with the Page of Swords in reverse. But somebody may be acting very childish. Now, a page can be a child. So if you're getting divorced, it could be that the child is sensing that this you know, divorce is coming about, and they are acting up and they have problems. Sometimes the Page of Swords can, you know, in reverse, can be a child with a learning disability that you're concerned about, something along those lines. And the root cause of all of this is the Judgment card. So again, if it's like a will issue or a divorce issue, that could be why a child is acting out. If maybe this is a sibling who is mad about a will, and they are acting very immaturely, and that is causing problems. But the other thing too about the Judgment card is it's about karma, cause and effect. So if like you are, you know, the one who is dealing with a will and you are acting out, the Judgment card could be saying you reap what you sow. You know, maybe you were not close to that person, but you still expect to get a cut from the will, and it's really kind of unreasonable to expect it based upon your relationship with that person. If you know, it's possible you have this healthy relationship with an Earth sign, but you're dealing with an ex who is an air sign, who's really like immature, or just a real like kind of a vindictive person, but in a very childish way. So we're talking about a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra. And I could see you with a Gemini because you're both mutable signs particularly. And the Judgment card would simply be saying that that, you know, on your end of things, maybe you didn't choose wisely, and you have this person that's kind of in your life that you kind of want to get rid of, you know, that you want them to go away because you have a new relationship, and yet they won't do it. By the way, the Ten of Pentacles can be you being very financially solvent, and I mean affluent. And you've recently, Pisces, had Saturn in your 10th house in Sagittarius for a few years. So it's possible that some Pisces people really nailed down their career and they are doing really well, and they moved on in a relationship because the other person was just competitive, jealous. You know, they decided that they didn't need that relationship anymore, that the person wasn't adding anything to their life. But that person is still trying to get in your head or something like that. So if that's the case, just realize that they made their own bed. You don't have to feel guilty. Advice is the Ace of Cups, so this would be accepting the offer of new love. You know, definitely moving on with your life with this, maybe this Ten of Pentacles individual. And in some cases, it can even be a new job that is coming, that you're going to have a job offer. But financially, you already look good, so that's wonderful. And not to feel that you are obligated to be in a relationship that is dysfunctional. And so what is coming in is the Two of Pentacles. You may have to make a choice between a current job and a new job offer. Again, if these are two people, you may be having to choose between them. Maybe both are earth signs, but definitely one has the characteristics of the swords, where they use their words as weapons, perhaps, and this is due to their immaturity. They blurt things out when they're mad, and they try to hurt people. Maybe they're very vindictive in a very childish way. And the outcome is the Page of Pentacles. So look for, especially as Mercury, because the page is message. This could be dealing with Mercury going direct. So maybe in the new moon in Aries, which is April 15th, you may be working at a new place, because that's going to be in your second house of earned income. So while Mercury is retrograde in the second house, you may be like fielding offers from some other place, and then everything gets resolved around mid-April. Likewise, this could be starting a new relationship with an earth sign, like I said. Maybe somebody with Virgo, because pages relate to messengers and Mercury, and Virgo is Mercury and all that good stuff. So, woo! Anyway, that's really cool, Pisces. I hope that if some of this makes sense to you, it comes true for you. And if you'd like a private reading, especially with the tarot, with the astrology end of things, using your natal chart, please view my offerings at rainandmoonastrology.com. The link is below. Happy birthday once again, and take care. Bye.